Hello, welcome to our channel. We appreciate each and every one of you. This is number 4. Cops, you are doing your job. Jordan seizes huge amphetamine haul at Iraq border. Since the United States went into Syria, they started producing Captagon. If you're a soldier in Syria protecting Shell Oil so that they can steal oil from the Syrians, the U.S. also set up Captagon pills factories. So the Captagon was being transported into Jordan. How many pills were there? 1 ton of amphetamine pills. Captagon was found 6 million pills in 2 refrigerated lorries, 2 refrigerated trucks. Now they found this December 25th. This was the Christmas present to be brought into Jordan across the country lines to an airport and then flown to Incirlik Air Base and then all over Europe or into the United States via the Coast Guard. Although the Coast Guard members don't know what they're transporting. You are doing your jobs. Welcome to Blue News. We have to label this YouTubeMount4 Blue News because we're censored. Your channel, the police channel, is censored by the FBI. The FBI hates cops. That's why they censor your only video channel on the entire internet, because they hate you. Why else would they do that? Now, Captagon was created in 1963 or 64 to treat children who are hyperkinetic. That means their muscles move too much. That means they sit down in a school system being taught by stupid affirmative action hiring teachers, although there are some good old teachers that were hired based on the fact that they're just good old teachers. But when I went for my teaching certificate 35 years ago, 30 years ago, Evergreen State College refused to hire me because I was military. And I had taught high school for a year. And therefore, I couldn't go through their college teaching program, even though I was a high school teacher. Because I was a white male, so they hired the most incompetent folks. So the phentoline was created to control children who couldn't sit down and listen to an idiot teacher. Now all the school systems are owned primarily by China, and when you pass some kind of a tax increase to support the schools, it goes directly to the communist CCP. Your property taxes are going directly to China. So the Jordan police seized all these pills. You are doing your job. Unfortunately, Florida domestic violence suspect charged with murder for Christmas Eve slaying of sheriff's deputy. He set up a perimeter, this cop, Corporal Ray Hamilton, set up a perimeter with a warrant to arrest this man. I don't know why, drugs, murder, whatever. Timothy Price Williams. Why is it everybody with a parentheses in his name is trouble? Why is it everybody with a fake last name like Bill Clinton, which is William Blythe? Or the Rothschilds, which are called Bowers. They changed their name. Why is it everybody who changes their name is trouble? Well, this guy was trouble. So he set up a perimeter. And while he called for backup to set up the perimeter, notice the American flag with no fob and no gold fringe. He's not part of the English Maritime Satanic Court. So they set it up to capture this dude. And he just took out a gun and started shooting at the cops. None of the people around shot back at him because we've emaciated our population, turned everybody into girls. They don't shoot back at criminals. I can't shoot at criminals. So they shot him. More cops came. They took him to the hospital. He died at the hospital. And then he came out, made the cops shoot him. Why did you shoot him only once? I emptied my pistol into him. Killed my fellow cop. But then I'm a man. And I think most cops are afraid to shoot. I think they need to spend more. They hit him in the shoulder, for God's sakes. I'd have done 6 shots or 12 shots or 17, however many, my gun right in the chest. Why? Because my gun doesn't hold any more ammo. You shoot a cop, you die. I don't care if you hit him in the pinky. But that's me. I'm old school. You shoot one of my fellow cops or one of my soldiers, and I go after you for the rest of my life. This is why I'm after the FBI and the Forest Service on affirmative action. They killed one of my soldiers. I'll hound them till the day I die. They killed one of my soldiers. And this man was killed, and this man is alive. Do you think he's really going to get the death penalty? Do you think he's going to spend the rest of his life in jail? First-degree aggravated murder? I don't think so. He's behind bars for shooting a sheriff's deputy. It says Timothy Williams Price, 43, has been charged with first-degree premeditated murder of the death of Corporal Ray Hamilton. Do you think he'll spend the rest of his life in jail? No, but I'd remove him from the planet and the demons in him. And when they said, how come I shoot him too many times? I'd be like the deputy in New York or Maine or wherever that was years ago. I'd say, because I ran out of bullets and he shot a cop. You need to get proactive. You need to take these people off the planet. Just because some governor allows them to be released from jail doesn't mean they've served their time. The victim reported Saturday morning that Price Williams had slapped her in the face and shoved her during an argument. Okay, so the police have to come and arrest the man because the woman testified. We use Beauvoir law, which is Satan's law, which means the woman always can accuse the man and the man gets arrested with one witness. That's satanic or Luciferian law. We follow Luciferian law. Lucifer is our master. Our country's going down the tubes. So after deputies made contact with Price Williams, he said, I ain't coming out of my home. He shot out of his window at 12:40 p.m., killed a cop. The OSCO Special Response Team was summoned to try to negotiate with a cop murderer so he can give himself up peacefully. The OCSO Special Response frickin' idiot moron team was called to negotiate after he killed a cop. Are you mad, police department? Unbelievable. Although Corporal Ray entered an area behind the backyard fence to the premises to help establish a safe perimeter, he hopped over a fence. Oops. So according to he should have stayed on the outside of the fence. See, there's a lot we don't know about the story. We don't know if he was in uniform. We don't know if the guy inside suspected him to be a burglar. We don't know. Price Williams was shot by deputies after he came out of the home that caused another deputy to fire at him, which means he probably came out with a gun in his hand. He received medical attention at the hospital and was transported to the jail. Good. They brought him to the hospital. That's standard operating procedure. You don't bring him to the jail. You bring him to the hospital. You're covered from lawsuits. We are devastated by the grief of losing Corporal Hamilton, a deputy who was a ray of sunshine to the OCSO. Okaloosa Department of Corrections. They brought out a negotiator after he killed a cop. Shame on you. They only shot this creep once. Okay, you got to save lives, right? That's what you're told to do. You got to do what you're ordered to do. They kill a cop in uniform. You know, you're doing your job. This is just, I guess you got to hear both sides of the story, right? Next time, don't climb over a fence. Stay on the outside. Establish the perimeter on the outside of the fence. That's the standard operating procedure. You don't climb a fence and come into somebody's backyard. That's a little too NAZI for me. But we don't know the story. We don't know the whole story. And if I knew somebody shot a fellow cop or a fellow soldier, and he came out with a gun and tried to shoot me, do you think I'd shoot him once in the shoulder? Would you? It's funny. The number one people buying guns right now are women. And 90% of the time when a woman shoots a criminal, she shoots him right below the belt. She turns him into a girl. Maybe I had to turn him into a girl. I don't know. I think I'd have just done exactly what I'm trained and then call Ehud. I would have emptied my gun in the chest because he killed a cop. That's my personal story. Nothing else I can do. Anyway, God bless. Thank you very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. And we mourn the loss of Timothy. We don't mourn the loss of Timothy Price Williams. Corporal Ray Hamilton. We're sorry you died. You are doing a fabulous job. You police all around the world are doing a fabulous job. Catching U.S.-made drugs around the world. But we're sorry for your loss. If there's anything we can do, police department, let me know. We tell your stories. And I'm sorry they shot him in the shoulder. He's a cop killer and he's still alive. Think about it, police. When are you going to wake up? You killed a cop, you'll kill another one. It's who they are. Bill Ayers, an Obama advisor, admitted to blowing the face off a cop in San Francisco and killing another one with a pipe bomb. He was never even arrested. Wake up. God bless. Thank you very much. We appreciate each and every one of you. But that's what Obama did. He let murderers go, just like our governors are doing now across the country, letting murderers go. And when you defend yourself, you go to jail. God bless. Thank you very much. We appreciate each and every one of you. We'll see you tomorrow. And we mourn the loss of Corporal Ray Hamilton. They're going to have trouble recruiting new cops because this cop killer's on the loose. God bless. Thank you very much. We appreciate each and every one of you. And we're sorry it happened. We're just sorry for the whole instance. We're sorry Timothy Price Williams didn't just throw his hands up and come out like a sane individual. But he ain't sane. He killed a cop. And that's not a sane individual. God bless. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow.